Well, I'm back at the Brule Suite here at Government Buildings, not inside, here on the balcony, enjoying the bit of Manx summer. With me is Kirsty, end of life and all that. We talked some months ago when you were putting out the consultation at the time. What sort of response did you get?
We had an excellent response from the Manx public. We had over 1,200 replies from the questionnaires, and it actually gave us over 30,000 bits of data in text that I looked at over about 8 weeks.
That's phenomenal. I mean, that's a lot of stuff to take in, isn't it?
Very much a lot of information. Some of it very emotive, people's stories, some positive, some negative, but obviously that's formed the basis of the end of life care framework.
Was there a common theme in there for you to find what people want?
There was common themes, that we need more education, things need putting together, but the thing that for me particularly was that not as many people want to die at home as we perhaps thought. For the island it's 43%, across in the UK you'd be looking at more like 70%.
Now that's an interesting figure. Why? Where would they rather die?
People are saying that the venue isn't actually important, it's just being with their loved ones, and wherever that might be is important. Some people are quite flippant about being on the TT track on a bike or whatever, that's fine, but really the predominant fact was that not everybody wants to die at home, it's not always suitable.
So what are you going to do with this data now? I mean, obviously you've called a press conference. Where are you going next with this?
The data's been collated, that's what I was doing sort of October, November time, and it's actually come together in this framework now, this end-of-life care framework, an implementation plan which we've put together and highlights end-of-life care on the island for the next year and then up to 2015. I
mean, I think we were talking before about at the end of the day, people dying at home and being kept in their own environment. It's meant to be possibly a cheap option eventually, isn't it? Or not? I mean, where do you see it going?
I'm not sure that it's a cheaper option at all. I'm not in command of any budgets at all, but I don't see it just being a cheaper option and therefore the option to go for. It's about choice for people.
And obviously cost comes into it for a lot of people, but they're worried about what they should do as they get older. I mean, will they just end up in a home next to somebody who's just never saved a penny in their lives and they've been keeping it all themselves? Will they lose their house and all that sort of thing? Does that come under this remit?
No, that's actually not what I've been looking at all. I have no command over any budgets or how things will be paid for. I just got the information together.
So where do you go now with this?
This is actually now being taken in with Department of Health particularly, and what we'll actually start doing is get an implementation group together for mid-August and what we can actually implement for the next 12 months particularly.
And therefore in 12 months' time you'll come back with an actual plan of action?
We'll have actually done things by then, I believe, and how we can review services and involving all of the services that are on the island, including third sector.
Are we ahead of the UK or following them or what on this?
We're following them to quite a degree. They had their end-of-life care strategy out in 2008 and obviously ours is 2012. But at the same time, it's worth recognising that a study found that to actually have an end-of-life care strategy framework, whatever you'd like to call it, is a vital part to having successful end-of-life care.